We met back in 2011. It's been almost about 12 years. It was in Fort Lee, Virginia. I had come back from my grandma from my dad's side of the family passed away. So I was able to go home for family leave during my military training.
You know, she got recycled in her class and she was the new girl. And I saw her, I asked one of my friends, I was like, hey, who is that? You know, and I kind of approached her, not in a formal way, it was kind of informal. She considered it more of an annoying way.
And then I was just standing there, and then this guy just like stands in front of me, and I'm trying to listen to the instructor, and I'm like, you know, so I just moved to the side, and he goes back in front of me again, and I just went to the side, and I'm like, what's up with this dude, you know? And then after class, he comes in, you know, he introduces himself, and he's like, hey, I'm Harris, you know, what's your name? And I'm like, I'm Caraballo. He's like, what? Like, what kind of is that?
But after that, you know, we developed a relationship. It was pretty quick. So most people need about 6 months, a year. I knew right away. I was like, hey, okay, she reminded me of somebody.
Our first date, we went to Outback Steakhouse, and we were just eating, we were vibing, having a good time.
And you know, we're having a good time, talking, getting to know each other a little more than what we already knew. And we kind of got approached by one of our higher commanding officers.
He recognized us and he called us out, and then it was Memorial Day weekend. So we knew, hey, come Monday, it's over. But so we just stayed in the moment. We wasn't dwelling about it, like, oh no, we're gonna get in trouble. We just kept on.
So we ended up getting in trouble, and we ended up getting Article 15. And yeah, they put us on extra duty together. We spent more time together after that, being on extra duty together. So you get in trouble just to put us together, to be together more, spend more time with each other. I was like, okay, that's a win for me.
For me, family is a big thing, and that kind of like drew me in. And then I could picture, as he would speak, I could picture him being the father of my kids. I'm like, if I were to have a son and he turns out to be just like him, I would be proud of my son. And if I have a daughter, I know that she would have a role model of like, hey, this is what a man should be treating you like. And I could probably say, like, I was right. Like, that was spot on. So if any ladies are listening to this, go with your gut. If he ain't gonna be a good daddy, push him away.
I knew, you know, when I met her, she was gonna be the one. You know, talking to her, you know, learning her values, her beliefs, you know, talking about kids, how would we raise kids, you know, together. And I was like, hold on, what, really? You know what I mean? So she kind of asked me, and I was like, hey, man, $150, you know, or, you know, her. You know, it didn't cost $150 to get married, but I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna take this money, we about to go get married. So, you know, we play around, you know, today, and I always say, you forced me to get married, but I was ready. When we got married, I had $150 in my pocket. You know what I mean? Like I said, we started from the bottom. And, you know, she had just sacrificed school. You know, she missed about a month and a half of school, you know, to come see me. She flew out from Puerto Rico, and she was supposed to stay there for about 3-4 days for her birthday, and she ended up staying a month, you know. And before she left, she was like, hey, you know we're getting married, right?
And I got into my car accident and he proposed again. It meant a lot to me because it was like, okay, no matter what happens to me, you're still gonna be there for me.
So she was in a real bad accident. You know, and a couple months after that accident, I actually did get on one knee, you know, and I talked to her and I told her how much she meant to me.
I'm excited because I want to see my family there. I know that when we first got married, we didn't get nobody involved. It was just like us two getting it done. And although we have very supportive families, I'm sure that it kind of like hurt them a little bit, you know? Like, hey, this is my baby boy, and I wasn't there. My dad, like, hey, this is my baby girl. I didn't get to walk her down the aisle. So having them have that opportunity to get back what they missed 12 years ago, I'm excited for that.